Good morning, friends. My name is Kolajivel, Chartered Accountant, Company Secretary, Cost Accountant, Law Graduate, basically postgraduate in Commerce. Today we are going to discuss about batch costing. I will read out the problem and explain the concept, then we can work out the problem. BTL Limited manufacture a glass bottles for HDL Limited, a pharmaceutical company which is an Ayurvedic medicines business. BTL can produce 2 lakh bottles in a month. Setup cost of each production run is rupees 5200 and the cost of holding one bottle for a year is rupees 1.5. As per an estimate of HDL Limited can order as much 19 lakhs bottles in a year, spreading evenly throughout the year. At present, BTL manufactures 1,60,000 bottles in a batch. We are required to compute the economic batch quantity for bottle production. Compute the annual cost savings to BTL by adopting the economic batch quantity of production. So there are two companies, BTL Limited and HDL Limited. So BTL Limited is a manufacturer and HDL Limited is a customer. It is a pharmaceutical business and the method is followed here is batch costing method. So BTL Limited is receiving order from HDL Limited. BTL Limited capacity per month is a 2 lakh bottle and the setting up cost is given in the problem is 5200 and the holding cost for the year per bottle is rupees 1.5. As per an estimate, the HDL Limited can order 19 lakhs bottles throughout the year. That means each and every month approximately 1,58,000 bottles can be ordered. At present, BTL manufactures following 1,60,000 bottles in a batch. This was given in the problem. We are required to answer two questions. The first question, economic batch quantity for bottle production. What should be the economic batch quantity? Then after that, we have to compare whether it is savings to the company or not. How it should be compared? So already the company is following a batch size is 1,60,000. Now we are going to work out what is the economic batch quantity for this company. Then we should compare the economic batch quantity with the earlier economic batch size of 1,60,000 bottles. Then we should come to conclusion whether it is a savings to the company or not is the concept. Then you can ask, sir, what is the batch costing? Batch costing is a method of costing. In this, homogeneous product are taken as a cost unit. Each batch consists of a specific number of product or units or articles. So the numbers varies from one batch to another and we have to determine the cost per unit or article per unit. How it can be calculated? The total cost should be taken, that should be divided by number of units, then we will be getting cost per unit. Cost per unit. Then you can ask, what is the economic batch quantity? So whether economic batch quantity and economic order quantity is one and the same? It is not one and the same, but the concept very similar to economic order quantity. There is a difference. So economic order quantity deals with purchase, but economic batch quantity deals with production. How the difference is, under economic batch quantity is calculated to fix the level of production at the minimum cost, but economic order quantity is calculated to fix the level of ordering purchase of raw material or stores and spares. So we are very clear, the economic order quantity and economic batch quantity is similar concept, but it is not one and the same. Under economic batch quantity, the carrying cost and setup cost will be minimum. Then we are going to work out the problem now. So write computation of economic batch quantity. The formula is root of 2 ds divided by C. Right. The explanation for that. D is equal to annual demand for the product. S is equal to setting up cost per batch. C is equal to carrying cost per unit of production. So annual demand for the product is given in the problem is 19 lakh. So put root 2 into 19 lakhs. Setting up cost per batch is given in the problem is rupees 5200 into 5200. Carrying cost is also given in the problem. Carrying cost here is nothing but storage cost. So divide by rupees 1.5. The resulting figure would be economic batch quantity. The economic batch quantity is 1,14,775 bottles. So as per economic batch quantity, the company should follow 1,14,775 bottles as a size. Then we are moving to next part of the question. So savings we have to arrive. Right. Computation of savings in cost by adopting economic batch quantity. Computation of savings in cost by adopting economic batch quantity. There should be 5 columns and 3 rows. So first column batch size, second column number of batch, third column setup cost, fourth column carrying cost, and final column total cost. Go to first column, first row. Batch size under existing is 1,60,000 bottles. So go to second column, number of batches. How we can calculate number of batches? Open the bracket, 19 lakhs divided by 1,60,000. How many batches? 12 batches. Update. Then go to third column, setup cost. Setup cost is nothing but 5,200 into 12. 5,200 is given in the problem as setup cost, and number of batches already we have derived 12. Multiply 5,200 with 12, then you will be getting setup cost of rupees 62,400. Then go to fourth column, carrying cost. Carrying cost should be calculated on average inventory always. So here 1,60,000 is a batch size. That batch size should not be taken as it is. Average should be taken. So open the bracket, within the bracket 1,60,000 divided by 2 into rupees 1.5. How? 1.5 is given in the problem as carrying cost per unit. That means storage cost per unit. So 1,60,000 divided by 2 is what? 80,000 unit into 1.5 per unit. So the resulting figure would be called as carrying cost. Now you can ask, sir, why we have to take average inventory here? Always for calculating carrying cost, we have to take only average inventory. Why? Because average inventory is considering a minimum and maximum or opening and closing. So whenever we are starting period, there should be a two inventory. That means opening inventory as well as closing inventory. Say for example, 1st April and 31st March. There will be opening inventory, there will be a closing inventory. So here the concept is whether we have to consider opening inventory or closing inventory. If we take opening inventory, that will be wrong. If we take a closing inventory, that will be wrong. Instead of taking and considering opening inventory or closing inventory, we can take average inventory for computing a storage cost. That is the reason why sometimes there may be a more stock in the godown or warehouse or stores. Sometimes there will be a less stock in the godown, warehouse or stores. So instead of taking more quantity or more batches, or instead of taking higher quantity, we should take only the average inventory. That is the reason why we are taking average inventory here. So 1,60,000 divided by 2 into 1.5 is nothing but carrying cost of rupees 1,20,000. Update in the fourth column. Go to final column. The total cost. Total cost here is nothing but only setup cost and carrying cost. So as per economic batch quantity concept, there are only two costs. The cost, setup cost and carrying cost. We should not consider other costs. Why? Because we are setting a batches based on setup cost and carrying cost. So as per this concept, there are only two costs. The two costs should be taken for comparison purpose. So total cost would be setup cost plus carrying cost. Setup cost already we have calculated 62,400 and the carrying cost already we have calculated 1,20,000. Add 62,400 plus 1,20,000. The resulting figure would be total cost. Go to second row, first column, under batch size, write batch size 1,14,775. This is as per economic batch quantity. Already the company was following a batch size of 1,60,000. We have arrived the total cost. Now we are going to arrive the total cost for economic batch size. So economic batch size here is 1,14,775. Update in the first column. Then total demand of 19 lakh should be divided by 1,14,775. Then the number of batches will be 17. Always the number of batches, number of order should be rounded off. So number of batch here will be 17. Then go to setup cost 5,200 into 17. Multiply 5,200 rupees into 17 batches. How much? 88,400. Then go to next column, carrying cost. So carrying cost is nothing but average inventory of economic batch quantity into 1.5. So economic batch quantity is 1,14,775. That should be divided by 2 and we are getting average inventory under economic batch quantity. That should be multiplied with 1.5 rupees. That is given in the problem itself. So we should multiply 1.5 into average inventory of 1,14,775. The resulting figure would be carrying cost. How much? 86,081.25. Now we have to total the setup cost and carrying cost. So setup cost 88,400, carrying cost 86,081.25. Add both the cost. Update in the total cost column. The total cost under economic batch quantity will be 1,74,481.25. Under existing policy, the total cost was rupees 1,82,400. Under economic batch quantity, the new cost is rupees 1,74,481. Now compare the total cost. So 1,82,400 minus 1,74,481. The total savings to the company will be 7,918.75. So is there savings or not? Yes, there is a savings. So the company already following a batch size of 1,60,000 and the total cost 1,82,400. The company is moving to economic batch quantity concept. Under economic batch quantity concept, the total cost is getting reduced from 1,82,400 to 1,74,481.25. Compare the two total cost. The company will be enjoying the savings by rupees 7,918.75. So today we have learned batch costing. It is an extension of job costing. It is similar to job costing. It is not job costing. It is entirely different from job costing. Then we have learned what is the meaning of economic batch quantity, how it should be calculated, what is the background of the formula. Then we have learned what should be the carrying cost, how the carrying cost should be calculated, then how the saving should be arrived. In the next session, we can discuss the next chapter. Thank you.